ITW Radio and the Putnam Way. It is Tuesday night, the 10th. Man, what a good day today we had. So, I'm going to talk about Fort Gates Ferry. I know you guys and gals are sick and tired of hearing about Fort Gates, but let me say this. We had a great meeting today. To all the county commissioners, I want to thank you. Mr. Harvey, Ms. Wilkinson, Mr. How do you say his last name? Walt?
Pelser.
What?
Pelser.
Peltzer, whatever it is. Forgive me, Walt. And to Commissioner Newbo, and to, who's the other one? Alexander.
Joshua Alexander. Mr. Harvey.
Yes, and Mr. Harvey, Ms. Wilkerson, and it was a really productive meeting. First time I felt like in 8 years, well, second time, that something's actually happening and getting done. And I want to thank them for calling a special workshop this afternoon. They don't get paid any extra for doing it. So I really, really am grateful. And for all you guys and gals that showed up, oh my God, the turnout was pretty good. Not what I was hoping for, but we really didn't need any more. I mean, I'm long-winded. You guys and gals know that. I should have been a preacher. We would never get to dinner on the grounds, but that's how it goes. I'm a radio guy. I got to talk. So anyhow, yeah, I'm feeling good tonight. We get a few more people on here. Let's give something away. So for you that are listening, get your friends on here real quick. I'm going to give something away here. Feel in a giving mood. I don't know. So should I give away a pocket Constitution? Yeah, people can look that up online. Maybe a knife set. Or, let's see, set of earbuds. No, ear things. Whatever they are. However you use them, they're earplugs. Hell, I'm half deaf anyways. Or maybe we should go for the car cup holders. Anybody want to tell me what they're interested in? I guess we got to wait for some more people to join. Nobody is saying anything. Let's see. So anyways, we talked about the Fort Gates Ferry today, and it looks like, hopefully, I'm not going to say anything for sure, but it looks like they might go ahead and turn the ferry landing over to Captain Dale and myself. Now, this means most people look at that like bad news, but we would have control over the ferry landing and keeping it up and going crazy with it. Let's see. Sabrina Harris wrote knives. Where do you live at, Sabrina? Let's see where Sabrina lives at. How far away you live, Sabrina? From in Putnam County, or where is it? So anyhow, they're going to let us know. Hopefully they're going to tell us, okay, Sabrina Harris. Okay, Sabrina,
Right here.
since you wrote in first on these, I'm going to give you this knife set.
Right here.
Huh?
That's where she's at. I don't want.
She said Palaka.
Okay.
So she wrote it right on here, Palaka. Okay. Am I going to be in Palaka tomorrow?
Yes.
I will be in Palaka tomorrow. You meet me, and I'm going to give this to you. Let's see. Carla, where do you live at? Okay. Let me stick a sticky note on this. You guys bear with me for a second. Sticky notes, they're the best. Let's see. Sabrina, I'm going to contact you, or one of my staff is going to contact you here in a little bit. They're going to send over my personal number. Give me a call so I can get information where we can meet up tomorrow. R-I-N-A-H-A-R-R-I-S. If I don't do this, I'm going to forget it. Okay, let's see. Carla, you were the first one to write in on this, so you're going to get the cup holder. Huh? And you need to tell me where you live at. So it either got Pomona Park, man, that was quick. Okay, so sometime tomorrow they're gonna forward you my phone number. And this last one, I'm gonna wait and give this away at the end. Okay? So that's who the last person's gonna get that. But congratulations to Sabrina and damn. Sabrina, wait, who was the one for the cup holder?
Cup holder is Clara Deal.
Carla.
Claire.
Or Claire, I'm sorry.
CLARA
DIEHL. Okay, you're going to get this tomorrow. This is actually pretty cool. It's got several different functions. I mean, so it's pretty cool. So congratulations to both of you guys and gals. See, pays to watch a long-winded wannabe preacher. I'm not going to be on here long tonight, but I want to thank you guys and gals for coming out. Hopefully we can get this thing that they're going to turn it over to us. It will save the taxpayers so much money. They're talking about putting it out for bid and a couple other things, but we're not going to worry about that right now. The fact is that enough people got out and supported it and did their constitutional thing. And I was really impressed with the county commissioners today. I do believe, and you guys and gals have heard me just tear them a new butt before. And, you know, today I saw a different set of county commissioners, and they said they saw a different side of me. So at the end of the day, it's all about working together and not fighting each other. Sometimes you have to fight City Hall. Sometimes you win. Sometimes you don't. This looks like a decent win. Even the commando, the attorney today, and the city manager and them, they all seem to be more relaxed today. I wish the early morning meetings were a little more like this. You know, maybe somebody can get oatmeal or something. But I want to thank you guys and gals for coming out. And to the lady who flew out from California, you know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to mention your name. Thank you so much for getting involved. If you guys and gals want to go back and watch the meeting, you can watch them on YouTube, on the BOCC County Commissioners site. Jeez, I need a haircut. I never look at myself in the mirror, but I do like those girls on what's that show? They always selling stuff and doing this. I buy a lot of stuff off of there. But it was a good meeting. Captain Dale and I, hopefully we're going to get this thing turned around, and we're going to be back up and running probably within a year. We're going to have to raise about 50 grand. So I need you guys to help get the word out. Sabrina said, okay. Okay, they put your name on there. So after the thing, Claire or Carla, I'm sorry I don't have my glasses on tonight, and Sabrina, make sure you give me a call here after we get off the air so we can figure out how to get your stuff to you tomorrow. Now, another thing, one of my friend's cats was outside today, and this cat's always been an indoor cat. One thing I want to touch on is keep your dogs under control. Don't chain them up outside where they can get loose. Dogs should not be part of your landscape. They should be part of your lives. Okay? So keep control of your dogs. You know, I got a few years ago, one of my friends, she was outside walking her little poodle, and this pit bull came up and ripped the head right off of this poodle. And then it turned on this, how old was she, 70 something, 74, 78?
70, yeah.
It started attacking her, so I ran across the street, and she had a walking stick. And I grabbed the walking stick and started beating the hell out of this dog. Well, the dog turned on me, ripped my jeans, put bruises on my legs because it couldn't bite through my jeans. And it did not bring any blood. So the police that came out understand their laws or what they are, and they got to stay within the perimeter of the laws. They can't. But they turned the dog back over to the people who have been coming in our yard and killing our cats. But to Tammy, I'm so sorry to hear about your cat. I hope animal control over in Hillsborough County, it will do their job and go and get this dog. Any dog that's going to attack a cat or come up and attack people. My son goes to work every morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. And there's been a couple of times he's had to run and jump on top of his Miata to keep his pit bulls from chewing his butt up. Now, I love animals. I don't believe in hurting them. But my son has a concealed weapons permit. And he is licensed to kill. He didn't shoot the dog. And I asked him, he goes, well, it's not the dog's fault. It's the owner's fault, not the dog's. That's the only reason he didn't kill the dogs. So to those people who live around me, please keep your freaking pit bulls where they're at. I love animals. I don't want to shoot any of them. I don't want to have to do anything that I got to do. But I will protect my family. They will protect our homes. I yell for my son like I'm a sissy, pansy ass. Anyhow, like I said, we're going to keep it short. It's been a long day. Okay. Carla and Sabrina, you guys have already won. Let's see. Who are we going to give this to? You know who'd probably like to have these? Me. No, I don't need these. I can't hear as it is. Anyhow, again, I want to thank the county commissioners for what they did today. You know, you have the right to petition your government. Very First Amendment that we have. Your First Amendment gives you the right to petition your government. And that's what happened today. People went in. Our Constitution works when you allow it to work. Our government, local government, listen to the people, we the people, and they are trying to do the right thing. They're trying to keep Fort Gates Ferry open. Now, a couple people were against it. You know, I'm glad you were out there voicing your opinion. Okay, any dog that bites should be put down. No questions asked. I love animals. I have 4 dogs and 20 cats. What do you live next door to me? All right, Yvette, since you were rubbing in about the earbuds, guess who's getting them, girl? You got these. Now I'm all out of stuff to give away tonight, so I'm going to have to end the show. So will you take and mark these down for Miss Yvette? Okay, here you go. There's even a pen. There's a sticky note. I'm going to give you this knife set and this so we can put this in my vehicle. So when I'm out of the studio, I can take care of that. Okay, we still have the power bank that I'm going to give away this week. We've just been so busy. Me and my staff have not been to sleep before 4 o'clock in the morning doing all this research. Some 4,000 pages in the last couple of days on Fort Gates Ferry and trying to save this piece of history. If you have pictures you want us to put up, send them in to us. Email them to us. We'll get them up on the air. Okay, you know what? Here's what we're going to do, too. All 3 of you guys that are getting these gifts tonight, you guys want a pocket Constitution to go with your things? If you do, just type yes under your name, and Marie will see it, and we'll make sure that you guys get one. There you go. Get that. Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, my staff and myself have all been up to late hours in the morning trying to get this stuff done and save this ferry. A couple people, and I agreed with Yvette today, just so you guys know. Sabrina said yes, so put one. Make sure you put one on her. Whatever she got, I don't know. They're already getting loaded, so you guys can get them tomorrow. Let's see. Yeah, like I say, let's see. I'm headed to Satsuma tomorrow at 11. If you want, I can meet you up before that. That's fine. If you want to do that, Yvette says she can meet us tomorrow. We're giving her a constitutional anyways. Even if she says no, I'm still going to give her one. She's against the ferry now, but only the part of the ferry not being supported by tax dollars, and that was the She said yes on the Constitution.
Gotcha.
That's the one thing that I'm trying to get the county to do is to quit, not to have this as a burden on the taxpayers. Not to even pay the insurance on the landing. And it's a historical site. So, yeah, Carla said yes as well on it. So it looks like all three of them are getting those. Make sure you use those. Make sure you read them when you get these constitutions, because this is the backbone of our country. But I do agree with Ms. Yvette on not wanting it taxpayer funded. I agree with that with 100%. The only thing I don't agree with is if the county's going to keep the landing, and I mentioned this today, what we talked about today was if the county's going to keep the landings, then the county should be responsible for half of everything, or actually 100% on the landings and the insurance for the landings. If they're going to turn it over to Dale and myself, then what I think needs to be done is that we assume the responsibility of the insurance, of the maintenance, and of the seawalls. And there's so much work that needs to be done down there. And we're always, if people want to come out and volunteer, hey, I got no problem. We got tons of weeds. We got flower beds that need to be done, that need to be planted. Anything we can do, but I really want the public to be involved in this. If you got kids and you want them to bring them down and us tell them about the future and how the Seminole Indians, the second and third Seminole Indian Wars were fought across the river here, or about our boat that's only steel hull boat's been sunk on U.S. soil by U.S. citizens is sitting right up here on the river, or the fact that we have ponds around the area that supposedly Civil War artifacts are dumped in, or the Indian Mound. I've done it for people before. I'll drive you over there because it's kind of hard to find. So, I agree with you 100% of that. She said she's not against the ferry, against the tax dollars going toward it. I think they should give it to you and let you run it. So it's kind of hard for me to read. I just had eye surgery done not long ago, and the cataracts they took off my eyes, they put in these lenses and these LED lights in the studio and stuff. But you know what I did do? Where is my little clicker? There it is. I love this. I love the new studio. It is. Is that right? Oh.
What are you looking for?
To turn these lights down because they're glaring in the thing.
Thank you.
There it goes. See how cool that is. But yeah, I agree with that 100%. Taxpayers should not be, and some of the guys and gals, we don't make a ton of money off of this thing. But sometimes I'm a prick, but I am fair. You know, and for me to get up there and say that, you know, that we need to be taking the responsibility of this thing to save our taxpayers' money. When I said that, I know that we're taking on a lot of responsibility, that you guys still get to come there and see it for free. We have to pay for it. So, you know, we're keeping it open for you guys so you can have your kids come down. But bring your kids down. Let them learn about it. Teach them about it. Hell, right up the road from us is the fish hatchery. And they have a free museum you can go into, or an aquarium. They used to call it a museum, but it's an aquarium. And they have fish tanks all over the walls in there. And they have a little alligator over here. They have bass over here, brim, bluegill, striped bass. What's some of the other fish? My favorite's the little alligator over there. But anyways, take your kids down there. It doesn't cost anything. I think it's open from 9 till... Is it 3 or 4?
Pardon me?
3 or 4.
I believe it was 3 or 3:30.
I think it closes at 3. But you also have right by here, been in plaque since February.
Aw, that was sweet.
And if it had to say, I can't read all this one.
Sabrina says, I have only been in Palaca since February of 2024, and I have paid $16,000 in property taxes. And if I had a say, all that money would go to the ferry.
Okay, well, thank you. I wish it would go to the ferry too. How old are you, Sabrina? Do you mind me asking, or what year were you born in? Or I'll say this: are you over 55? Because there's a couple things Governor DeSantis is trying to sign in. And before you guys say, oh, he's a Republican or he's a Democrat, I'm going to show you my sign. My son, who's in the studio with me tonight, started laughing. You guys are going to read this backwards. It says, Republican, Democrat, you're supposed to check one of these boxes, pissed off. That is me right there, Mr. Independent. I'm not going to tell you what I'm registered as. You figure it out yourself. But if Governor DeSantis gets this thing signed in, I believe it's already, okay, 61. Cool. Hopefully this February, now I know a lot of the counties are going to be fine, are not going to be fine with this, but hopefully in November it's going to get signed into law that, and I'm not sure what the age is. They're talking about 55, and then they're talking about 60. But along with President Trump, Ron DeSantis is talking about getting rid of property taxes for elderly. They feel that we have suffered enough and paid enough, and our elderly shouldn't have to do that. So if you want that to come to fruition, you need to contact your senators and your congressmen. And don't be afraid to call them. You can look up their numbers. We'll put their numbers up. Friday night would be a good night. Let's put Pat Carmack's. And we'll put up the different phone numbers. And you guys call your local and your state people and let them know what you want. It's the will of the people, and what you want is their constituents. They want your votes. So you'll hear a couple of, couple of Congress and senators and even locals and stuff saying, well, we didn't ask for this. Oh, yes, they did. Not only did they ask for it, they paid money for it. They spent time raising money saying they wanted it that bad. So Sabrina, if you get a chance, call your local Congress people this week and tell them to sign on to the bill to keep people 55 and over so they don't have to pay property taxes. Okay? Somebody's going to have to make up the difference, but you know what? We have paid enough. I'm 65 this year, and we paid enough in property taxes and stuff. I need a break. I need to put some of that money back into Fort Gates, so I'm going broke here. But petition your government, and and let's get this thing back open and running so we can bring kids down there. They can come down there and learn about it. But start the family days and stuff, and then take your kids out to the aquariums over here. Take them out to the hatcheries. And the hatcheries, I would like to ask them again, and I'll help do it as I have done in the past, to have these fishing days so the kids can come out and get a fishing rod and then fish in those ponds, and they stock them with like 1,000 fish. So every kid pretty much catches a fish, and then they have the biggest fish in the pond, the most caught, on and on and on. But it was a great program. I don't know why it stopped. So hopefully we can get that back up and running again. She said, but we still have to pay school taxes, which is the highest tax we pay. Seniors should not pay school taxes. That I'm kind of on the fence about, because I've been paying school taxes since 1986, and I still have one son in school. I don't believe a lot in what a lot of the teachers teach. I don't believe, because I think the school systems we've got good teachers. I'm going to say that. We've got good staff and stuff. But as far as what they're allowed to teach, Christopher Columbus never set foot in North America. But yet we have Columbus Day. He was a tyrant. He murdered people in the Bahamas. He wiped out islanders, indigenous people. and he went over and Mexico was looking for people to kill so he could take their gold. So I don't have a whole lot of good to say about Christopher Columbus. Okay, a few Italians made up, one Italian in particular, made up the fact that he landed in North America. That's not true. So a lot of stuff I don't agree with that's being taught in the schools, but I agree they need to be taught. So I'm kind of on the fence about the whole school taxes. I think we pay way too much in taxes. You know, before the 1930s and stuff, before World War I and stuff, we didn't pay any taxes. And you know what paid our taxes? Was tariffs. A lot of people are against tariffs. I'm not. Yeah, we may pay a little bit more, but we won't pay more for American-made products. And I think there needs to be more American-made products. Yes, the Swiss make a damn good knife. I love my Swiss Army knife. Even with a tariff of, you know, I've watched that thing go up. I think my brother, before he died, he bought me one that had my name on it. I think he paid around $150 for it. For a knife, I could have got a case knife. Or an American-made knife that would have cost me half and probably been, nah, it wouldn't have been as good. What should say, I have never had kids in the school system here, so I'm against school taxes, especially now that I'm retired. I can agree with that. But, you know, if we get into a deep conversation about it, we're probably going to have somebody convince us that we need to pay those taxes because they have 4 or 5 kids and they can't afford them. You know, condoms. But, let's see. Okay, Sabrina is locked up there on knives. And Angie said it was a privileged meeting. Some of you guys, I'm just kind of scanning through the stuff here. There's a lot of comments that are coming in from different places, YouTube, all over the place. But it was a good day. I'm happy with what our county commissioners had to say. I'm happy with the fact that we all treated each other with respect. And even, I bet she thought I was going to, I guess that her and I were going to clash, but I gave her a hug and told her I like you, you know. And so anyways, it was just a really good day. And we had a lot of people from the other side over there that came out and went down those horrible roads that are on the other side. If you're from the forestry, the slate that you guys are putting down, I've had 4 or 5 calls now that slate that was put down on the roads over there is cutting tires. There's sharp edges when they drive over it, it's breaking and it's bursting tires. It's the birth control. Oh, if I only had a time machine, there's a lot of people I know I went back and gave their parents condoms and birth control and had taken them out and gotten them drunk and thrown them in the water for a few hours. Even myself. But to the Department of Forestry, please go out there and look at those roads. You don't want to have somebody go off in a pond in the middle of the night. Or those tires are expensive. And I think you people on the other side of the river, what I would suggest you do is send the receipts to the forestry. And at that point, they're going to have to put down some good stuff or you're going to break them from having blown tires. Okay. Let's see. What else is there tonight? I think we've given everything away. We are giving away the charging bank.
It's working right there to the blue
Okay.
light on the side.
Here we
There's
go.
a box on it. It's got the blue light on. She's just going to show you it's working, that's all. Yeah.
Okay. This is what's going up in the morning. This is a power bank charger. Okay. I charged it today, so it is fully charged, so I didn't look stupid tonight. No, I'm still going to look stupid. Isn't going to matter what I'm doing. Right here, you can charge multiple devices. See that? There's three different ways you can go. Is that one an iPhone right there? What is that?
What's that?
The little tiny hole.
It's Type C.
Type C. I thought the big ones were Type C.
No, those are USB.
USB. Okay.
Big and
Corrected.
good.
USB Type C. Then on the top, it's got, you can lay your, oh, no, that's the part you charge with. That's your solar cell. This part, you lay your phone on top, and it does work. My son set his phone on top of it so we could see if it worked. And it does have a nifty light on it. This light, I'm not going to shine it. These flashing one, I'm not going to shine, but you can see this thing is super bright. Holy crap, it lights up the whole sky. But it has a couple different features on it. Supposedly, if you need assistance or something, you flash this. If somebody's trying to rob you, and if you have epilepsy, please don't look at this. I've got it pointed away from it, but you can see that it is sitting there blinking like crazy, and another push turns it off. This we're giving away, and I forgot how much this thing was, but it is not cheap.
Yeah, it's not a cheap one.
This is the box. It comes with a cord. It does not come with a power bank charger, though.
That's how you charge the power bank. Or you're talking about an outlet.
Or an outlet, okay. See, I told you, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about this stuff.
The power bank is the device.
Okay, power bank's the device.
Then you got a cord that goes.
This, I know this is a solar charger. That's this much I do know.
The wall outlet. Charger.
Okay, she said that Mr. Walt has said he has a contact for the forestry. Get the name so everyone can see. Send
The receipt.
Oh, send their receipts. Okay, I will try to get that for Friday night show. Tomorrow night we're not going to have one. I've given the staff the night off. We've been running like crazy, like I said, for a few different weeks trying to get ready for this thing. So tomorrow night, Friday night, this charger will go up tomorrow. And when you sign up for this thing, Facebook is not associated, affiliated, or anything with any of the contests that we do. Right now, there's no advertisers that are associated with it, except for the Oaks Golf Club. They are doing a golf day for two. I believe it's 18 holes, a free cart rental, and lunch. Okay. Yes, you're right. But the power banks are great, especially when you're traveling or during storms. She says, I have a solar one. That's what this one is right here, solar. And she's right. During the hurricanes, my solar one, loved it. It kept everything charged up. Now, this thing supposedly runs 3 different devices for 4 to 6 hours and a laptop for 6 hours. I don't know. I haven't tried it. I don't have this particular one. I'm looking at getting some other stuff. If you're a business and you want to get a free plug-in with all thousands of people, then contact me and we will do a contest and you can give back to the community. They give so much to our businesses. A lot of stuff they don't have to. Restaurants, there's not just your restaurant. There are tons of restaurants. And if you're a Dollar General, there's one on every corner, so I'm not worried about that. I love Dollar General, by the way. Let's see. I think that's about it. And the watches we gave away this week. But if you're a business and you want to give stuff away, don't think it's stupid, because nothing is stupid to somebody. So hopefully you guys and gals are enjoying the good news that we got today, that they're at least working on it. Remember to keep your pets and spay and neuter your animals and not have a bunch of unwanted animals. Don't get an animal just to get your girlfriend to like you back, guys. Because if she hates you, she's probably going to throw the animal out the door, or you're going to do vice versa, girlfriend to guy, guy to girlfriend. And don't leave your animals out in the hot or the cold. Nothing drives me crazier or pisses me off more than see a dog chained up to a tree on a hot day like today with no water. If I see it, I'm going to jump your fence and get your dog loose. You ain't getting it back. I'll find another home. I've done it before. Wait, did I say that? No, I could go to jail for stealing somebody's animal.
No, you haven't.
I hope not. If you guys hear that, then Anyways, I'm going to get my tired butt out of here. We love you guys and gals. Thank you for your support. Thank you for supporting Fort Gates Ferry. And just like Yvette and I, some things we might not see eye to eye on, but at the end of the day, we're humans and we can get together and agree on stuff. So, by the way, I love you, Yvette. You're great. And today really, really worked out. So thank you again to those of you that showed up. To those of you that couldn't, we understand. Some of you have work. And then there's the ones that are lazy. So no thank you. But we'll take that right there and leave. Thank you to our county commissioners again for your service to the community. I know it's not easy and you guys have to make decisions sometimes that I would not want to make. And remember, one more time, get your kids out and do things with them. Take them over to the fish hatchery. Let them explore South Putnam. Take them over to Rudder Haven Boys Ranch and let them see the sign there that shows where that steel hull boat got shot. Take them down to Walaka. Take them over to Ravine Gardens. Take them to play golf with them. Unless you're like me, don't do it because your kid will wind up in the hospital. Okay, it says ARC, Animal Rescue, has low-cost vaccines, spraying and neutering. Animal Rescue.
Consortium.
What is it?
Consortium.
Okay.
Consortium.
I'm still having a hard time reading. They put one long-range lens and one short-range lens in my eye, and it's at nighttime and these LED lights and stuff. And plus no sleep, man. Look how bloodshot my eyes are. They're going to think I'm smoking a ton of weed. I don't have any.
We're all tired.
Huh?
I said we're all exhausted.
Yeah, everybody, your eyes look bloodshot as hell too. So, did Sabrina Harris just write knives again? Difference of opinion doesn't make us enemies. Thanks for all you do. Nice meeting you both. Okay, and so Yvette's going to pick hers up tomorrow night. Tonight's winners, Yvette, Carla, and Sabrina. I remembered. Holy crap. The dementia's going away. So am I. We love you guys and gals. Thank you for letting us come into your hearts, your homes. Remember to go up and thank a veteran. When you see one, thank them for their service, for giving you the freedom that they've got, and welcome them home. And our first responders, our sheriff's department, our police forces, you know, they take enough beatings. Try giving them a compliment one time or thanking them for their service. And especially our firefighters and our EMS. To those guys and gals, man, oh my God, you have no idea how much this crew loves you. You guys have come into my house when I caught on fire in Volusia County. I know a lot of people that you've saved their lives. There's been kids that have been burned up, that you've gone in and pulled out of fires where their skin was melting off their bodies. I've been there. I've seen it. I've seen you guys and gals at wrecks. I've seen you break down and cry on the side of the road, falling over from being out in fires, out in the hot summertime with all that heavy gear on. You guys are a special breed of freaking crazy, and we love you. So thanks again for letting us come into your hearts and your homes. If you're homeless and you're trying to make a difference and get out of being homeless, there's a few people that will work with you, and try to help get you off the streets. Give us a call so I can get you hooked up with these different people. Thank you so much. You guys have a great night, and thank you again to our county officials for making this day special for the community. Bye-bye.